to me, to you. I'll bet you that you're like I am. Most of the time, you just take your old body for granted. You just figure, well, you get up in the morning, you know, and you have a little breakfast, and you eat food throughout the day, and you don't get enough exercise, and you just figure, well, your body should work good all the time. You just think it's your heritage to have a good body without doing anything about it. You know, whenever I get feeling like this, I get my old anatomy chart out. Then I start to count my blessings. Do you know what the good Lord above has bestowed upon you and me? One of the greatest machines the world has ever known. We have hidden, that's lying dormant in this body, the greatest powers imaginable. You talk about your hydrogen bombs and your atom bombs and all the rest of the inventions that man has invented. None of them can even scratch the surface so far as the workings of the body is concerned. Now I want you right now to pay close attention, and we're going to look at this body together, and then perhaps you'll spend a little more time taking care of this wonderful machine that can do so much for you, if you let it. Look what we have. You know what we are? You know what we are? Just a bag of bones. That's right. See this gal here? This is one of my ex-students. Or one of my students, I mean, my ex-student. She used to weigh 350 pounds. And she'd lost all this weight. You can see how skinny she is. Look at the grin on her face up here. That's Fat Mabel, they used to call her. No, I'm just kidding. But here we are, students, all these bones here. Now, how do you think these bones are held in place? Do you see a lot of people walking the streets with bad posture, you know, going on like this, half dead? Because they don't have good muscle tone to hold the skeleton in place the way it should be. And they don't eat properly, so their bones get brittle and all. So what holds these bones together? That's right, muscles. We have these practically 600 muscles in the body. So they hold the body in place. So if you don't exercise the muscles here, fat accumulates on them, they hang and sag, so you get this big fat stomach on you. You don't work your thighs down here, fat accumulates on them, and they don't work good, and you're all hanging and sagging. Now look at this, students. Look at this body, the wonders of this body. Remember, the food that you put in your mouth goes into your stomach for digestion, goes through your intestines for assimilation, and you just, you know, it's impossible to fathom what we have here. Can you believe this? This complicated mechanism here? It requires care, but it's still the most rugged and the strongest piece of equipment on the face of this earth. And if you take care of it, it'll last you for years and years and years and never give you any trouble. And look at over here. Here's a digestive system. It's hard to believe that that is you and how we break nature's laws. You know what we should do, students? We should bear in mind that here is the only machine in the world that will repair itself, providing you give it the right tools. And the tools are, number one, proper nutrition and proper exercise. Then that machine will repair itself and give you the kind of service that you want. And remember that this body of ours is God's living temple. Let's don't defile it.
This is your friend and instructor, Jack Delane.